Hey, what's up guys, OSG here and I'm off work, so I might as well do another video. So here is a Patreon request from Super Lit Mario. He said he had seen the video on C64 games that kicked the NES's ass and would like me to do the same for the Sega Master System versus the NES. So here it is. I will say that some of these are pretty close, but the top of the list, the NES definitely takes an ass kicking. And yes, I know the NES beat the Master System on loads of games, as there were way more games on the NES, but in these ones, for me there's one clear winner. I've ordered these by how much better I think the Master System version is than the NES, with the biggest gap being in first place. So sit back, grab a Christmas drink and enjoy 10 games where the Sega Master System kicked the NES's ass. Kick this off in 10th place we have Double Dragon. On face value there ain't actually much difference between the game, but when you start playing the differences start to show, with the Master System having a much more Double Dragon feel in the gameplay department. The Master System also follows the arcade port that it's ported from much closer, while the NES strays almost from the start with key moments missing, which does knock it down points wise for me. Ninth place is taken by Wonder Boy. So most people will know that Wonder Boy on the NES is known as Adventure Island, and that was basically a reskin of Wonder Boy, probably for Sega licensing reasons. Anyway, Adventure Island went on to spawn a whole franchise of its own, but the original was not as good as the real thing that we got on the Master System. Yeah, the music varies in Adventure Island, while the Master System version just has the arcade Wonder Boy tune on loop, but that's how it should be, and the reskinning looks a bit crap on the NES I think. Rampage is in 8th position. This is one that's down to looks, as the gameplay for both is okay if you like Rampage. The Master System version is a very good part of the arcade, with great looking massive sprites for the monsters, while the NES version looks like something a kid would draw at nursery and fetch home for you to stick on the fridge. It's a shame as the gameplay is okay. The music though is a proper letdown on the NES, while the Master System delivers a good tune that doesn't make you go brain dead after a few minutes of playing. In 7th place we have Alien 3. The Master System version is everything we would expect from an Alien 3 game, with rock hard but fair gameplay. Looks great for the 8-bit too, and the music is brilliant. Anyway, the NES version is like someone thought, do you know what this game needs? It needs to be harder, even though it's renowned for being hard anyway. This is partly down to the way the push scroll works. It seems to let the main character get close to the end of the screen before scrolling catches up, resulting in aliens hitting you before you have time to react. And look at it, it's ugly as sin too. 6th place is taken by Lemmings. Lemmings is really a game that should be played with a mouse if you ask me, but the Master System seems to get the balance just right using the controller, and the game is really enjoyable. The NES version, however, as well as looking bad in my eyes, gets the control mechanics all wrong, and selecting the actions is more of a chore than on the Master System. The NES seems faster, but that's the only thing I like about it more than the Master System version. Shinobi is in 5th place. When I was asked to do this list, the first game that popped into my head was Shinobi because I loved the Master System version. I hadn't really played the NES version before starting this list, but when I did, I found it very clunky. Like when you jump up levels, the enemies fire while you're in mid-jump and there's no way of them not hitting you, resulting in energy loss. It doesn't look as good as the Master System version either, and although they have tried to use the Shinobi tune from the arcade, it just sounds a bit crap on the NES, while the Master System music rocks. In 4th place we have Prince of Persia. Again, the Sega Master System totally kicks the NES version's ass on this, from the gameplay to the graphics. It's a winner by a clear mile. The NES does have music, but after a while that starts to grate on you, so I switched it off. The NES version actually looks more like the original Apple II version, but then has none of the great feel from that version. And there's something completely off with the NES one. The safe step just isn't safe at all, and allows you to walk off ledges instead of to the edge of ledges, which winds up getting you killed. Third place is taken by Ghostbusters, one of the biggest games on the 8-bits. This was on everything, even the Atari 2600, and I have to say that the NES version is horrendous. Whilst the Master System version isn't the best of the 8-bits, it still does the job well and delivers a satisfying gaming experience. The NES version, however, is the total pits. From the crappy graphics on the driving sequences to the capturing of ghosts that looks and plays like a dog's dinner. I mean, the Atari pulled this off in great style, so the NES should have given us something much better than this. California Games is in 2nd position. From the off you can see just how much better the Master System version is. Graphics wise it's streets ahead, and gameplay wise it blows the NES away, and the whole package is just brilliant on the Master System, making this one of the best versions of the game. The NES version, besides looking like the Elephant Man's ugly brother, delivers none of the super addictive gameplay that we got from the Sega Master System. I played one full game on the NES, while I played the Master System version for about an hour, as it's a game that you just have to have one more go at. Now, in first place we have the Terminator. So this is a bit of a weird one, because if Nintendo had released the original Terminator game that became Journey to Silas as a Terminator, we wouldn't be having this in first place. In fact, it wouldn't even be on this list. But the Terminator that was released on the NES is a pure abomination of a great movie license. The Master System version is so good while being super hard and is one of the best games on the Master System, I think. The NES version, well, just look at it. It's ugly, clunky as hell, and not worth the plastic they used on the cartridge. Okay, so that's it for this video and for this year. I wish you all the best for 2025 and hope it's a really good one for all of you. If you know of any Sega Master System games that kicked the Nintendo's ass, let me know in the comments below. Please remember to drop this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more great retro content. I'll be back early in the new year with a few review and giveaway videos, as I've been sent quite a few things. Oh, on that note, if you would like to become a Patreon like these guys going up the screen right now, get on over to my Patreon channel where you can pledge for as little as $1. That will get you perks like your name in the end credits, video requests, giveaways and more in the future. Till next time, this is OSG signing out.